Today in Los Angeles, a blistering report on immigrant detention centers, a plea deal rocking a San Gabriel Valley city, a deadly mushroom outbreak up north with local implications, a school police investigation in Moreno Valley, and a rebuilding stalemate in Altadena over, of all things, sewage. Dean Bark here. Welcome to the City Report in Los Angeles. Let's open with the big one. The California Department of Justice, that's the State Attorney General's office, has released a 175-page report on conditions inside immigrant detention centers across California. The findings are stark. The report says overcrowding is up, medical care is inadequate, and oversight is thin as the Trump administration's deportation surge pushes more people into custody. ICE, or U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, is the federal agency running the detention system. Since 2025, 6 people have died in ICE custody in California. The detainee population grew 162% from 2023 to 2025. That's not a blip, that's a system under strain. 2 key companies here are the Geo Group and Core Civic, both private prison firms that manage several facilities under federal contracts. The report questions whether profit motives are crowding out humane treatment. Well, that's one way to blow the whistle on a business model. The Department of Homeland Security, ICE's parent agency, disputes the findings and says detainees receive the best health care of their lives. That's a bold claim in facilities where the state says basic care is inconsistent. One facility flagged in the timeline is the Central Valley Annex in McFarland, a Kern County detention site that began receiving detainees in 2025. The report urges stronger state oversight and more transparency on operations. Notably, California is the only state with a law mandating oversight of immigrant detention facilities. My take, the numbers and expert testimony add up to a damning indictment of a system where accountability lags behind capacity. Let's cut to the chase. The human cost is the headline. Let's pivot to the next story. In Arcadia, a San Gabriel Valley suburb, former Mayor Eileen Wong has admitted to working as an unregistered agent for China. That's a violation tied to the Foreign Agents Registration Act, or FARA, a federal law requiring people who lobby or act on behalf of foreign governments to disclose their work. Her former campaign advisor, a one-time partner linked to Chinese intelligence, pleaded guilty in 2024 to working for Beijing. Federal filings say Wong posted content on behalf of the Chinese government, and while experts caution this isn't classic cloak-and-dagger espionage, it does show how influence operations can seep into local politics. This plea deal also arrives as President Trump plans a visit to Beijing. The timing, as they say, writes its own headline. What's the takeaway? Even city halls in our own backyard are targets, and guardrails at the local level need to be sturdier. Moving on. Napa County health officials, that's the county's public health department in the North Bay, are warning of an unprecedented outbreak of mushroom poisonings across California. 3 people were hospitalized this week after foraging in Deer Park. Since November, 4 deaths and 47 serious illnesses have been reported statewide. The culprits include the death cap, a highly toxic mushroom that can resemble edible varieties. Cooking doesn't make it safe. Experts point to an exceptionally wet December and April fueling a bumper crop, and many cases involve people unfamiliar with local species, including immigrants and unhoused residents. For anyone hiking our local hills, from Griffith Park to the San Gabriels, here's the simple rule. If you're not absolutely certain, don't eat it. If exposure happens, call poison control immediately. Grocery store mushrooms may not be as photogenic, but they also won't put you in the ICU. Now that's worth discussing. Shifting gears. In Moreno Valley, an Inland Empire city in Riverside County, a school resource officer, meaning a sheriff's deputy assigned to a school, has been reassigned and is under investigation for alleged excessive force on a student. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office, the county law enforcement agency, says the incident happened Thursday at 3:47 p.m., less than a block from Vista del Lago High School, after an off-campus fight. A video posted by an Instagram account called Crown Town Activity, a local content page, shows the officer forcefully handling a female student, who was then taken into custody on suspicion of battery and resisting arrest. The school district says it's concerned and is cooperating with investigators. Quick reassignment suggests the department views this as serious. When a school fight turns into a lesson on use of force policy, something's off. All right, next topic. In Altadena, the unincorporated community just north of Pasadena, rebuilding after the 2025 Eaton fire has hit a very basic roadblock: sewage. Roughly 700 properties, many damaged by the fire, still rely in part on septic systems. Los Angeles County estimates it would cost about $70 million to extend sewer lines. The money isn't there yet. Residents are weighing whether to form community improvement districts, to self-fund, or wait for state or federal help. Public health experts warn that outdated septic systems can pose environmental and health risks, especially post-wildfire when soil and runoff are already compromised. The living conditions have been rough for some families, navigating damaged homes and patchwork utilities. One anecdote making the rounds involves residents cutting socks into makeshift sleeves during cold nights. Sewers aren't glamorous until you don't have them, then they're everything. Time to dig into county-level details, because each delayed building permit leaves another family stuck in limbo. There you have it. That's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in Los Angeles. Stay informed, stay safe, and join us again tomorrow.